Welcome to BattleTech in the Morning with Captain Nips, where today I'm going to try something a little weird. So I was trying to think of things to do to entertain myself playing the BattleTech backer beta in the single player.
Welcome, Commander.
And a thought occurred to me. What if, now that we have all kinds of pilots with all kinds of skills, multiple in every case, what if I tried to set up a lance where I never had to actually look at a target to fire on it? And so, I present the No-See-Ums. What I'm going to do here is I have the three Jaegermech and Trebuchet. And this variant of the Jaegermech is the one with the pair of LRM-15 racks. So LRM-30, 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 and then a Trebuchet with an LRM-30. And then I've equipped to them a quartet of pilots, all of whom have sensor lock. So the goal here is going to be get in range of sensor lock. Somebody on the team provides a sensor lock, hide behind the cover, and fling missiles at the targets until everything dies. I'm not completely convinced this is going to work. Not 100% anyway. The Trebuchet is probably going to run out of ammo too quick. I haven't played with the missile Jaegermech, so I don't know if it's got enough ammo, but we'll find out. Also, there's one potentially fatal flaw in this plan, and that is if you look at the pilot roster and you look at the pilots that all have sensor lock, you are going to notice a trend. Showboat is a poor shot. Arclight is a poor shot. Mockingbird is a poor shot. In fact, the only pilot in the list who has sensor lock and can hit the broadside of a barn is Kraken. There's one other pilot in the list. Let's see, where are you hiding? Are you hiding somewhere around here? Oh yeah, Witness. Also can't hit the broadside of a barn. So we're probably going to be flinging a lot of missiles to very little effect, which is really unfortunate because, well, okay, if this was a good idea, maybe it's better that the pilots are not good at shooting at things. So I'm going to give this a try. The enemy team, I am going to go with this direct fire team. Somewhat a mirror to my own, but not exactly. So this is the awesome with the PPCs. This is the Jaegermech with all the autocannons. And then you got your lighter stuff. So I need to pick a map where I am going to give myself as many opportunities to hide behind a rock as possible. And I'm pretty sure that's the stacks, but let me just quick go through the maps. So we've got the gully, we've got some rocks. Ideally, I want rocks and cover in a way that is spread out and I can make a fighting retreat as I continue to hide behind things as the enemy approaches. So as they come at me, I back up, I continue to stay out of line of sight, get my sensor locks and fling missiles at them. I don't think Alpine River or River Crossing are really going to get that job done. Death Valley has cover, but it's kind of more like big chunks. So like imagine a flat surface and then there's a hill here and a hill there and a hill behind and a hill ahead. Like it's pretty easy to move around the stuff to get into lines of sight. Might be worth thinking about that though. River Crossing, nope, we talked about that. Big Lock. Big Lock is for the most part just wide open except for that island in the middle and some tiny little bits of stuff on the sides. And then you've got the stacks, and the stacks is pretty broken up. So I think I end up on the stacks because there are vertical outcroppings, tall rocks, close together, but with paths between them that I can move from point to point and ideally stay behind the cover. So I'm going to go on the stacks today, and we'll go on the rainy day. Why not? This is gonna be weird. I like weird. I enjoy playing scenarios that are a little bit strange. You know, I could very easily see a scenario, you know, the The fire support elements of Force A have been caught out of position as attacking Force B is moving up with their direct fire rigs and have to make some sort of fighting retreat or hold their position.
Command interface initiated.
I like scenarios. I love scenarios. I love scenario play. I think scenario play is probably the best kind of play when it comes to the BattleTech properties. I've never been a huge fan of the deathmatch, free-for-all, last man standing kind of gameplay. I prefer objectives. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Unfortunately, the amount of rocky cover moving backward gets a little thin. So, what do we got to deal with then in here? So, middle of the map. Most fights are probably going to end up here. So if I push up fast enough so I can catch sensor targets somewhere in this area, start flinging missiles from, say, here-ish, and then as they continue to approach, move back to here, and then maybe eventually down into the water. It's going to get dodgy. I think I'm going to end up in line of sight of something,
What can I do for
despite my best attempts to not be in line of sight. So let's
you? Got it.
start moving so we can get at least to the early position.
Confirmed.
Some fast Jägermechs, man.
Coordinates received.
So I think I'll try and set up behind this rock and this rock. And then that way I can fall back behind this one and this one and this one.
I hear ya.
Let's see, let's break left.
Moving out.
And likewise.
Got it.
And we'll go here.
I'll do what I can.
And
Got a sensor trace.
perfect. Alright, we'll go here.
I'm there.
Also going to be using firing missiles through a giant vertical cliff in front of me at the enemy team. Alright. So, ooh, earned initiative. Oh yeah, so, one of the other things. I have 3 Jägermechs, but one of them is going at phase 3 because Arclight has the tactician skill. So, who do we want to be our sensor?
Commander?
Sensor dog. Let's make it Mockingbird for now, since the Trebuchet has
What do you need?
exactly as much ammo as the Jägermechs. Okay, so we're going to run out of missiles relatively quick on this team, which means this whole plan is probably just right up a creek. That said, I've never been one to put down from a challenge. Get that sensor lock going there. Oh, also, point of note, sensor lock helps remove evasion pips. So, I don't know if anyone just saw that. I barely did. 2 of the pips on this Vindicator went poof when my sensor lock was applied. Alright, Arclight. Hey, can you, nope. Nope. Here we go. Right there. Yep, just... Here we go. Target move, direct target size, and direct fire. Target. It's getting a +1 penalty for the target being big on a Vindicator? Well, that's weird. Fire the missiles.
I'm on it.
Oh, we love those nice ballistic arcs. Also, he must be in cover somehow. Oh, he's braced. He's braced. That's why. See how long it takes the enemy team to stop meandering and actually, like, pick a position to fight from.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Move Showboat over a little bit. And fire indirectly. 75%. You know what? 75% chance to hit is not bad for Showboat.
Tell me what to shoot.
Rain and explosions. Alright, Kraken. If you'd be so kind as to fidget just a hair. You know what? I don't like that line of sight. More importantly, I don't like that standing here. He might move up and get a line of sight on us. Fire ZB Seals! And there they go. Alright, we're chipping away. There's... Cover is a real... Cover and... the thing where you stand in place and basically spend your turn to stand there and brace yourself. Bracing. There's the word I was looking for.
What do you need?
Probably got maybe one more turn before I have to at least back Kraken off of the line. Who's my best shot here? Gunnery 4. Oh yeah, Kraken, of course. Gunnery 8. Gunnery 3. Gunnery 3. Man. Alright, let's have...
Standing by.
Let's have Arclight do the sensor tag this time. I'll trade duty around. Grab a sensor lock there. Okay. If he's smart, he keeps to the trees. Seems reasonably smart. Gets a little bit of evasion, also gets the cover. Alright.
Commander.
Mockingbird. Please rain missiles on this Vindicator. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Arm mounted, target move +4, target size indirect fire. Ah! So, interesting little bit of tweak here for Beta Phase 2. They added a modifier for arm-mounted weapons, giving them a -1 bonus to hit. Presumably because arms are slightly more fragile than torsos and tend to fly off in the middle of an actual firefight. So the weapons in there, being slightly more fragile, that fragility has been offset by a bonus. But this makes this weird because now my trebuchet fires at two hit percentages. Oh well, no big deal.
Firing.
5% is not a huge deal. Most of these missiles are gonna kind of just... actually, we got a pretty good deluge of missiles to hit there. Alright.
Good to go.
Let's just continue the rain, shall we?
Time to die.
If I get one kill before the enemy team is on top of me, I will actually be super happy because I'm throwing a lot of damage and not getting a lot of effect out of it. I believe that's going to be a Jaeger mech. Okay, Kraken definitely needs to reposition just a hair because we don't want to get caught out here.
Aye, aye.
85s. Look at that. Look at this crack shot. No wonder his name's Kraken.
Roger.
And the missiles are opening the center torso of that Vindicator. There's our awesome. It's just going to hide behind a hill. Yes, it is. And as per usual, Sir not appearing in this film, mech number 4 on the enemy team is nowhere to be found. Haven't killed any of the enemy alliance yet. Didn't think I had an aneurysm and dreamed that up. Alright, so
Yep.
back over here.
Standing by.
Mockingbird can please sensor lock this guy again. Continue to give him a bad day. Ooh, 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 trying to get the corner on us.
Yeah.
Ooh, gonna have to move. Alright. So, let's to here and turn around.
Understood.
So far so good. Staying undercover, using the rocks, using the indirect fire. 50% to hit. What are we at? Target moved. Mostly target moved. That's interesting. He moved after I sensor locked him, and he got 3 pips of evasion. I'm just wondering if there is some sort of order of operations as to what's better. Let them move and then sensor lock, or does it matter if you sensor lock before they move, etc., etc.
Waiting for orders. No sweat.
We're just gonna keep raining missiles for now. I mean, this Vindicator pilot's got to be what is going on? Why are all these missiles hitting me? Why won't the explosive rain stop? So far so good. Everybody's still under cover.
Receiving you.
Kraken. Get in there with some missiles. Where are we at here? 62. Which at a rate of 2 damage a piece is going to be 31 missiles.
Got it.
Probably 5 times that number required to actually kill the Vindicator because of spread and spray. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, no. And then he disappears. Interesting. Let's see. So. The line of sight to that awesome that popped up temporarily, I'm guessing, was because Mockingbird was standing here. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Possibly because of Kraken, but I'm not convinced of that completely. So, what I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna rotate my forces slightly to the right and backwards a bit. I've got one fortunate thing working in my favor in that looking at it from the top down, it doesn't show it. But if you move the camera to here, you'll notice that there's kind of just a big sweeping hill here. It goes up and then it curves back down on the other side of the map over here. And so because of that, we can use that. We can use the entire surface of the world to try and break line of sight here, which is helpful. So, I think what I'll do... So that's a heavy, that's the awesome, that's the Vindicator. Their other medium is somewhere, God knows where. kind of want this Vindicator to move first and test that little presumption of sensor lock versus evasive move. So I'm actually going to reserve here. Let's see what this guy does. Okay. He is doing... Oh. Hey, there it is. We found it. Everybody can relax now. We found their fourth mech. Alright. This guy's doing me a solid by continuing to keep some rocks between me and him. Let's make... Enemy forces are getting a little close for my taste, so I'm going to move Kraken back, but is that going to put him into line of sight of things? Maybe. It's not ideal. Can we reverse? Can't reverse very far. I could just turn and run, but then that leaves my back open. Let's reverse. Nope. Reverse. I'm just going to reverse to here.
Heading out.
And he shouldn't be able to see me. Yeah, that seems fine. And then we'll use Kraken to sensor lock this guy over here. Right at the edge of our sensor bubble. Badunk-dunk. Poof. And then his evasion pips go away. And here's where this guy crests the hill and fires on my team. Haha! Still good. Still a lot of hill between that guy and me. Alright.
I hear ya.
But we're running out of hill. Let's see. We're going to move down. Showboat down this way. Oh, so there's point of note as the screen is flashing at me. I need to keep track of my heat because that might become an issue down the road. Showboat was 75% to hit. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. That's just great.
Yep.
Okay. What kind of hill are we dealing with here? The game is telling me that these spots in the back are indirect. I have no reason to distrust the game except for when the game lies to me. I'm going to trust that the game is not lying to me here. I'm more worried. I'm not worried about the direct line from me to him. I'm worried about the direct line from this guy to me. But dunk. Missiles away. Oh, cost some crits. Cost a bunch of crits. Ooh, boy. Alright then.
Commander?
Mockingbird. That's a forest. We like forests. We like using forests.
Rolling.
$80.75. I think that's, aside from Kraken, that's some of the best shots we've had so far. More crits.
Good. A critical hit.
That guy's gonna run out of heat sinks at this rate. Alright, what do you got? Fatty moves up. Whole lot of nothing. If I reserve again... So if I reserve again, it is entirely likely Kraken's gonna get caught out. So... Oh, he's gonna get caught out anyway, because he's a fatty, and this is a medium. Is it a medium? Oh, it's not a medium. It's a heavy. Ugh, that means that's a Jägermach. It's not ideal. Alright. Alright, so we're probably not going to be able to do anything about getting caught out. So... I think I just reserve. I think I just reserve. Make that Vindicator make its move. Throw the sensor lock on it after the fact. Which seems to be the... I don't have a conclusive evidence here. But it feels like the correct... If you want to maximize your sensor lock, you let the enemy move and then you sensor lock them to remove as many evasion pips as you can possibly stand to. Oh, and now I'm in the heavy, I'm in phase 2. Cool. So I can now GTFO with Kraken. Yeah, GTFO. I hope that wasn't a sprint. I hope I didn't just make a huge mistake. Oh, thank God. And... Oh, no! I made a huge mistake anyway. I can't sensor lock this guy with Kraken. But I can fire on him anyway? Who has line of sight? I wonder if Arclight or... Somebody must have line of sight on him. Which is astonishingly fortuitous right now because I goofed. Fortunately, Kraken's not going to get the benefit of any sensor locking. I'll just have to do it the hard way. Then again, sometimes that just works out in your favor. Alright, so does this Jaeger get a line on... Oh boy. Oh no! Oh boy, rear panels. Rear panels. Not good. Not good. Crap, crap, crap.
Internal damage.
Yep, nope. I'm aware. I am aware. Okay. What's this guy at? I killed his PPC. That's good. Knock it off. There we go. Go away. Medium laser, small laser, LM5. Nearly destroyed.
Waiting on you, Commander.
First of all, let's get Showboat down out of line of sight, ideally.
On my way.
Ooh, she's running hot, too. which is not helpful. Because there's our overheat warning. Screw it.
Got it.
If I get lucky, I just kill this Vindicator. I don't think I'm going to get that lucky. I got that lucky!
Did you see that?
Wow, that guy, there is nothing left of that guy. Oof. Ammo explosion, left torso and center torso both destroyed. Alright. Alright. We got one. We got one. And then, now we need to stay out of the line of sight of this. Ooh. Stay out of the line of sight of this Jaeger mech and start 2 range shots on it.
Roger.
He's got some evasion. He doesn't have bulwark or cover, so it's just a penalty to hit.
Aye. Engaging.
There, nice 4-point chunks. That's what we like to see. Firing at targets in cover is so bad.
Waiting for orders.
Let's see, where can we get to and then turn upfield? There we go. If this guy wants to walk down right into the rat's nest, that's on him. We will let loose with all of the short-range guns. But for now,
Engaging target.
we will continue to let the bees swarm. Work this guy. Nice. Got an AC5 crit.
Holding critical hit.
So they changed the way the crits work in Beta Phase 2, and I am not actually completely clear on how that works. I need to go back and look. I think it's something along the lines of ammo takes a crit, it explodes right away, but weapons take a crit, they're damaged but not destroyed. I don't know. I'm not completely clear on it.
What do you need?
Let's see. Ooh. We might get a knockdown on this guy. Why are your... Arclight, why are your numbers so good? What is going on here? Arm mounted, -1, indirect fire, +1. Huh. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna take it. Ooh, there goes half of a mech. And catches a knockdown. You deserve every bit of that. Ooh, and -1 initiative. We like that.
Standing by.
No reason not to fire on the downed target. 69% to hit center of mass. If I aim for a leg, try and leg it. It's kind of less worthwhile. What's it got for side torso? 140. If I try and chew through the torso, I'm not gonna manage that in one salvo. So let's just center of mass this guy.
Acknowledge.
As he stares at the sky and sees the bees coming. Woof. Woof. That's rough. That's rough.
Waiting for orders.
I think it's time for Kraken to get his, he's gonna get his on a, is that a direct fire line? That is a direct fire line. Oh, I can move way up into the hills. But I think there's enough cover here. Yeah, even, oh, there we go. No. Oh. So I've noticed this, but I've not actually seen what it means. It looks like I can try and just turn my mech. I don't know how to make that happen. So, click on the spot. Ah, cool. So you can just click on the spot he's standing in and then turn around. Perfect, because that's all I really care to do.
Confirm.
Spin to a brighter future. 90s to hit. Oh, this guy's boned. Yup. There we go. He snuck one in on me, but we got 2 of them. They don't know the full extent of the forces arrayed against them. They've only seen one Jägermech. Alright, Showboat, you are cooking. So, I wonder if we perhaps just pull you back to some cover. Is there anything nearby to use as cover? no. I'm just gonna risk my rear here, and I'm gonna try and pull her back down, maybe down here, go around the hill and end up down here. See what the enemy team does. Oh, I don't like that. Why do I have a line of sight on you? Why are there lines of sight to you? Oof. That's terrifying. Alright. Showboat's not going to get to the water in time, so I'm probably going to have to just turn her around. The rest of the team, we're going to focus fire on that awesome anyway, because I don't care what this medium is. It's not going to be able to... If it's one medium against my whole lance, even if I've run clean of LRM ammo, it's not going to win that fight. So, who's got more ammo? Mockingbird's got more ammo, which means we're going to let Arclight do the work here. Just going to hug this hill for all it's worth.
Moving to position. New sensor contact.
Which also gets her out of potential line of sight here. And sensor lock. That guy. That is a lot of health to chew through. 275. Oof. 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 Alright. They're medium. Which I continue to not remember exactly. That's Centurion? Is it a hunchback? Yeah.
Commander?
Mockingbird. Let's move you to the nearby cover. Make sure this is still an indirect shot. Yep.
Coordinates received.
80-75, we like that. Arm mounted and indirect fire. Oh, he's braced. He's braced. That's fine. That's just gonna make this excruciating.
I hear ya.
Alright, so Kraken. Move you down here. Oh, we don't quite make that turn, do we? But I want to be out of line of sight, so I will just take this. It's close. How many salvos do you have left? 3. That's unfortunate. On the plus side,
Engaging with top.
I killed 2 mechs before I am going to presumably run out of ammo, and the rest of this ammo is going to go into that awesome, which will
What can I do for you?
do some solid work. Let's see. Yeah, make sure we're still on an indirect line. There we go.
I read you, Commander. Moving
Turn
out.
around, get some cover. We bled some heat, so she's not going to tip over into the top of the heat scale.
Here we go.
There's so much armor to chew through there. And he does it again. Okay.
Yep.
We're going to move Mockingbird as we... Now we're going to just kite the hill.
Rolling.
Screw you, awesome. Grab a sensor lock on him. Get rid of that one evasion pip. There we go. And is this medium? Oh no! Oh no! He has line of sight. Our plan is busted. Oh, he's the laser variant too. Ugh.
I'm taking some serious hits.
He split his fire for no appreciably good reason. All right.
Minimal damage on that hit.
So
Yeah.
do I switch targets? Because the awesome is like right there, but has a bajillion health left. Yeah, he has a bajillion health left. And the hunchback is now threatening. I think I've been forced. I think I'm being forced to engage in the proper manner of battle mech engagements. Let's see. Turn and look at this. And of course, Arclight doesn't have multi-target, so that's less useful. What else we got? Can we move down here? Can't move enough. What if we back up? Ugh, that's not great. That's not great, but that at least... That might be a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, gonna start taking some hits this turn. And actually, this probably wouldn't be a bad turn to use her focus. I'm gonna fire all these guns at the Hunchback. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's kind of split the difference between the enemies.
On it.
Rock back on our heels here. Get into the cover. Nice. Grab some focus.
Mess him up good.
And just tickle the overheat. That's fine.
Should be
There's no oh, how do you miss with a laser on? Oh, that's miserable. With focus and you miss a laser. All right.
waiting for orders.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see. All right, so going up the hill is bad news. What we got here? That's not bad. I'll take that. We're definitely gonna run up the heat scale on this one. Ooh, ooh. Dang. Dang, are we ever running up the heat scale? Showboat does not get many opportunities to have a percentage to hit that is this good. Take the overheat where I can. Look at all those missiles. Man.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
You don't say. Let's rotate the line. What do we got? 55s with the missiles. Can we do better? We can at the risk of the awesome shooting at us. Alright, well.
Roger.
Kraken's an elite warrior. He can handle some direct fire. We're in it at this point anyway, so it's not like we can avoid it completely. Shut down the lasers. Just use the autocannons.
Locking on target.
Man, there you go.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Catches a knockdown. Cool. All right. Fire support.
I'm generating a lot of
Retreating fight that my lance is engaged in. We've now reached the point where we can no longer retreat. We've been forced into a corner.
What do you need?
That's not bad.
Copy that.
All of my Jaegers are running hot right now, which is a real problem. Yeah, alright. I think I have to give up. It kills me a little bit, but I think I have to give up the turn to just bleed heat. Didn't even bleed that much. Ugh, you're killing me.
Reading you.
Mockingbird, however, still has a good amount of heat scale to work with. So, love to get her out of line of sight. You know what? Let's do this. Let's move closer to him. Nah. So problem here is that a good chunk of her damage is tied up in the LRMs. So ideally I would want to put those on this Hunchback, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to move to a spot. Do I give up my right side and potentially my rear to this awesome? This seems like the worst idea, but that Hunchback is downed in the distance. Oh, you know what I could have done? I wonder if sensor locking in terms of action economy and heat would have been just as useful as bracing here. I wonder in terms of heat scale if it would have bled the same amount of heat by using sensor lock on a arc light here. That does nobody any good. Alright. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to give up my right and possibly even my rear.
Location confirmed.
Which is real bad because her right side is all chewed up. It also gives up... I may very well lose a pair of medium lasers in this next exchange if the awesome fires on her. But I want to take advantage of this down hunchback while I can. There we go. Opens up the center torso. He's got 40 points left. They're going over
Keep an eye
heat.
on my
Yep.
heat, Commander.
Apologies for that. Taking it on the arm. Don't lose the arm. There goes the arm. Wow. Like,
Armor breach. Internal damage.
it was like one of those toys from your childhood that was the, like, bang 'em up toys where they would fall apart and it was, like, spring loaded. That's what that arm was. That arm was just basically spring loaded attached to that torso. Because it's now somewhere over here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay. If we back up. Can I back up at all? Nope.
Ready for order.
Because there's nowhere to go. We have crowded ourselves. We've literally crowded ourselves into a corner. If I back up to here, that's all I want to do. Is I want to walk up the hill, trying real hard, and then if I sensor lock, let's say this guy. Am I gonna bleed any heat? Well, let's find out. I bled some heat. Okay. So that might not be the worst
What can I do for you?
thing to do. And in fact, because... Oh, come on. Showboat. Showboat. Why are you having problems with this whole moving thing?
You betcha.
In an effort to try and bleed heat, but also be useful. Since I've already got the cover from the trees, I will just start sensor locking everything. The Awesome's going to get its chance. It is going to... The Mockingbird's trebuchet is going to get tore up here. Ooh, but she survives it, but
I'm
barely.
taking internal damage.
What do you got left? One missile rack and a medium laser. Okay. Well,
Yes, Commander.
I already got... Wait, did I lose my sensor locks? Oh, you lose the sensor locks on the turn change. That's real unfortunate. So we're going to move here, turn here. She's actually running hot, although I don't have... Oh, and I'm out of ammo. So she's down to a literal single medium laser. That's unfortunate. Let's... I don't want to start splitting my fire, but the better sensor lock target is, I think, is awesome because it's got a evasion pip. Hunchback doesn't. He's got cover. I hope this is the right decision. I don't like splitting my fire, and I certainly don't like changing targets mid combat like this. I've got a pretty defensible position,
What do you
truth be
need?
told. What do we got? 80s, 45s. What can we get? Nope, we just want to move. 80s, 45s. Nothing. Can I get anything backing up? I can get up to there. That doesn't actually improve anything for me. Man. I can't use focus here because... I could use focus, turn the 80s to 95s, but the 45s are going to stay right where they are. This is her second to last salvo of missiles. What happens if I go this way? 80, 40s. Alright, well... I'm kind of reaching a desperation point. The other problem is that here is that she has so much heat going on. So I think actually we'll turn off the alarms here. And just...
on you, Commander.
I'm here.
There we go. That's the stuff. Keep backing up. Just keep backing up. Turn these back on. Kraken doesn't need focus. Overheat warnings. That's fine. This is my last salvo of LRMs, so I'm not gonna.
I copy.
Heat's not gonna be a big issue going forward because he doesn't have any more missiles to fire. There we go. That's the hit. That's the damage we're looking for.
I'm out of LRMs.
He's got the armor almost peeled off of the
Things can't take much
torsos. Yeah. Keep
Good to go.
yourself together, man. My God. Showboat. Look at that. Showboat actually gets a decent chance to hit, so I think we will just
Affirmative.
keep backing up this hill. Turn the medium lasers on. It's gonna get hot in here. And I think since this is her last salvo, I will actually take the focus shot.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Oh boy, that very nearly tickles the shutdown. We're going deep into overheat here. Oh, PBC crit. We like to see that. Single heat sink destroyed. That'll help a little bit. And a knockdown.
Range missiles, Commander.
And the pilot is injured. Whew, boy. Alright, so that's going to make it hard for him this turn. So he's probably going to... Oh, boy. My poor little trebuchet, if he continues to focus fire on it, is going to be in for... Okay. Arclight can take some hits. Yeah.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I agree. One PPC shot. You duder should have thrown 2 shots. That was a waste of focus. AI. Getting smarter, but maybe not completely as smart as one would hope. Alright,
Yep.
so...
I'm here.
Arclight still has missiles.
Reading you.
Mockingbird has a single laser. So, there is no reason not to wheel back, turn around,
Move order received.
and have her be a sensor jockey. Since this awesome is in a prime piece of open terrain to be fired on. This Hunchback, we're just gonna have to take our lumps from the Hunchback here. I got cover, it's great, it's fine. Yeah, he didn't even fire all the lasers. Did he split his fire? He didn't split his fire, thank God.
Yeah?
Of all the dumb things to do, 45s to hit with the missiles. Can I get any more? Can I open any more space here? There we go.
Let's move.
Leaves my left side open to the Hunchback, but boy, howdy, do I not care, because I get to drop a whole bunch of missiles on this awesome. I'm overheating. Oop. A lot of cannons. Get there, get there, get there. Got a PPC destroyed, alright.
Oh, yeah.
Another heat sink. Make him unsteady.
Watch those heat levels.
Yeah, I'm watching them. I'm watching them get up over that little bar that says you're going to start melting.
I hear ya.
Okay. Continue to throw it in reverse here. At the very least, try and keep this gap. Yeah, I need to just not generate heat this turn. So, how about we not fire? He's already sensor locked. So, brace it is. Didn't even get down beneath the overheat marker. That's
Orders.
good. It's good. That's good. We're just going to probably take an entire turn here of Jaeger mechs wobbling backward and not firing. Oh, well. Mockingbird, you gave it all you got, and we appreciate your service with regard to the destruction of our enemies here.
Aye, aye.
It's running so hot. I could just go for a sprint. Sprint's not going to bleed enough heat. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're in a pickle, aren't we?
Let's move.
Suddenly I'm not feeling so confident about winning this match. I mean, I got a couple things going for me. One, I've got basically all my front armor and all my mechs. Two, I'm in cover, so it's going to take them forever to chip through that armor. So I've got the bonus of some survivability going for me here. I've already chipped their awesome down to probably a couple of salvos from destroyed. The trick is getting my heat to cooperate long enough for that to matter.
Waiting for orders.
I got focus back real quick. Wow. I think I need to take one more turn of just backing up and bracing her. Alright. Now Kraken, on the other hand. Kraken, we can now start to leverage his guns again. So let's just continue to back up the hill. I'm going to run out of trees. If I keep backing up this hill, I'm eventually going to run out of forest to hide in. Hopefully we can kill them before that matters. Heat scale looks pretty good. We're no longer cooking. Oh, look at that nice little steam effect. It's raining. Oh, this game is so pretty. It's not even finished.
Confirmed.
Get him. Another PPC crit. Alright.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Is he going to engage in the gentlemanly art of fisticuffs? Nope. He's going to wing some PPCs and a small laser at me. Okay.
I got an armor breach.
You're fine. It's just the leg.
Standing by.
Minimum ranges are a pain. Can't quite get him out of it, though, can I? What if I take a regular move? Is there a regular move that gets him out of minimum range? Shoot, there isn't. Alright. It's going to run up the heat scale a bit. Oh, I don't want to make that move. Or that move. There's not a move I want to make here. What does that move do? Alarms are still at minimum range. Alarms are still at minimum range. Trying to look and see if I can get this. I can leverage my last salvo of missiles on the Hunchback in the distance, but I don't think I can. And even the autocannons, I'm having problems getting them into a place. Do I just sprint? The saddest part is sprinting doesn't really get me much. I end up at the back end of the tree line here and unable to really get to a spot that's useful. Do I crash down in on these guys? What do we got for health down here? 68, 5 on the one side torso. Alright, so what do we got? PPC in the arm. I killed the PPC in that torso. There's PPC on the left. Do I just crash down on this guy? Because I don't have the space otherwise? I'm running into a heat issue here too. I think that's what I do. I think the best choice here is to just... Nope. I think the best choice is to just crash down on this guy. I can even pick up some cover in the process. I don't know how. This one lonely tree apparently is enough to provide a forest's worth of cover. 95% chance to hit with a 60-point hit on... It's probably not going to kill it. Also, I got two to move before the awesome goes. So there actually stands a fairly good chance that I can just kill the stupid thing. So I want to try and give myself as much space to the hunchback as I can. So I'm actually going to move. Oh, left side. What's the left side like? We don't want to hit the left side. We want to hit the front. Face up, mano a mano, or woman a mano. There we go. If you're going to land it in the center mass. That's a great place to start. Alright. Uh-oh. Here come the lasers. He focused. He's got Kraken's number. Zap, zap, zap.
Damn it. I'm wounded.
The AI's application of their focus skill continues to astound
Good
me.
to go.
Alright. Showboat. You have an opportunity here to end this guy on a reasonably good set of 2 hit numbers.
Affirmative.
Can you please do me a solid and just land literally any single weapon? Center torso, awesome goes down, and we all celebrate.
Roger that.
I don't know how you managed it, Showboat. Those weapons look like they shot at the moon and the ground and the sea and the sky, and you somehow managed to kill that awesome. Congratulations, Showboat. You're still a mech warrior.
Standing by.
Alright. We got heat issues. This guy's still... Oh, that's right. I was raining missiles on this guy for like an hour before, wasn't I? Well... We're pressed into a corner. No reason to try and... no reason to not exploit that fact. We might just clean this out right here if he hits center of mass. If he hit it all. Kraken! Kraken.
Failed to connect.
We're going to have a talk in the simulators. Focused again. On a melee attack. Ow! That was an expensive hit.
That shot got past my armor. That shot just grazed me. Standing by.
Alright, Arclight. Coming from his left is actually a real good thing. Can't quite get all the missiles involved. I would love to get all the missiles involved. There we go.
On my way.
It's gonna have to go through cover, but also, do I have focus? Sure, why not?
Mess him up.
Let's throw focus
Mess
on
him
this
up
too.
good.
Any luck, it just ends him. He's only got 40 health from the center torso, and I'm punching through an empty side. There we go. Before the missile swarms even find their target, enemy hunchback goes down.
LRMs are out.
All spent.
My heat sinks can't take much more of this.
You don't say. There you go. The indirect fire plan mostly working. I managed to do some good work with the sensor indirect fire. I, pretty much killed that Vindicator from start to stop. And I don't remember what the second target was. Oh, was it Jaegermech? I think it was Jaegermech. Hey, we can look. It's right here. Yeah, it was the Jaegermech. Pretty much plowed him. And then I had done some serious work on the Hunchback before it closed to range. And then this awesome got pretty tore up. So, victory! Victory for the hiding behind rocks team. Took a while though. 16 rounds. Almost an hour. 53 minutes, 46 seconds. Not a short match, but gets the job done. Also, uses up basically every missile across every mech I have. Sadly, Mockingbird's Trebuchet killed before its time to use all of its missiles. Somebody was going to take the hits eventually. Still viable. I don't know. I still feel like if you're gonna be bringing missiles like this, I indirect fire is nice. Like, it's good for softening targets as they move up to you. Clearly, it works. I think you get a little bit more efficiency out of them if you're direct firing them at middle range instead. But to be fair, I was hitting quite a lot of those missiles at long range indirectly. There was a lot of cover was the problem. The target standing in cover is, man, cover is so good. Cover is as good now as it was, and also is as good as evasion was previously. It's just, man. Find some trees, ladies and gentlemen. Find some trees. Find some cover. And milk it for all it's worth, because the literal damage reduction you get from the cover is just cannot be overstated how good that is. So. But my mechs are spent. Time to go back for refit and resupply and find a spare arm and torso for this Jaeger mech. So that'll be all for BattleTech in the morning. I am your missile commander, Captain Nips. Wishing you a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and I will see all of you in the next video.